Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic and rugged luxury SUVs on the planet, the 2026 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, better known as the G-Wagon. With nearly half a century of legacy behind it, the G-Wagon continues to blend off-road toughness with high-end sophistication like no other vehicle on the market. But what does the latest 2026 model bring to the table, and is it still worth the hefty price tag? Let's find out. Right from the moment you lay eyes on it, the 2026 G-Wagon commands attention. Mercedes hasn't messed too much with the boxy silhouette, and honestly, why would they? It's that upright, squared-off shape that makes it instantly recognizable. However, subtle refinements have made it even more modern. Up front, the iconic round LED headlights remain, now housed within a sharper, more technically styled front fascia. The grille is slightly wider with reworked vertical slats, and the Mercedes three-pointed star sits proud, framed by a bolder, brushed metal trim. The bumper has been revised to be more aerodynamic without losing that aggressive edge, and underneath, there's a more discreetly integrated skid plate for off-road protection. From the side, the G-Wagon stays true to its roots with flat body panels, visible hinges, and upright windows. For 2026, the door handles have been slightly recessed for a cleaner look, and new wheel designs, including a striking 22-inch forged alloy option, give the SUV an even more premium stance. One subtle but welcome addition is the improved flush fit of the windows and doors, which not only looks sleeker but also contributes to better sound insulation. The signature side exit exhaust pipes remain a visual and auditory treat, especially on the AMG variant. Moving to the rear, the classic tailgate-mounted spare wheel still dominates the view. The rear bumper has been re-sculpted for a touch more modernity, and the taillights now feature a slimmer LED signature that wraps around the corners for better visibility. Despite all the updates, Mercedes has been careful not to over-modernize the look. This is still a G-Wagon in every sense, rugged, bold, and unapologetically boxy. Once inside, it's clear that the 2026 G-Wagon is not just about rugged performance. This cabin is a statement in craftsmanship and technology. The dashboard has been fully digitized with the latest iteration of Mercedes MBUX infotainment system, now featuring dual 12.8-inch curved OLED displays that flow into one another. The graphics are sharp, response times are near instant, and the voice assistant now understands more natural language and can control almost every vehicle function. The materials are everything you'd expect at this price point: real wood, brushed aluminum, and high-grade Nappa leather everywhere you look and touch. You can even spec it with new interior themes for 2026, including a matte carbon finish and two-tone quilted leather options that elevate the cabin to bespoke levels. Seating comfort is outstanding. The front seats are heated, ventilated, and massaging, with memory functions as standard. In the rear, legroom is generous, especially compared to older G-Wagon generations, and the new reclining feature adds comfort for passengers who want to stretch out a bit more on long drives. Under the hood, Mercedes is offering two main powertrains for the 2026 G-Wagon. The G550 gets an updated version of the 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, now pushing out around 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to a 9-speed automatic transmission that shifts smoothly whether you're crawling off-road or cruising at highway speeds. The power delivery is immediate, and despite the G-Wagon's nearly 3-ton curb weight, it launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. Then there's the AMG G63, which now boasts a mild hybrid system, a 48-volt EQ boost that helps fill in torque gaps and improves overall efficiency. This version pumps out a staggering 580 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. The exhaust note is as thunderous as ever, and the performance is brutal. A 0 to 60 time of under 4.3 seconds in a vehicle shaped like a brick is both absurd and delightful. Mercedes has also reworked the suspension for 2026, offering adaptive dampers that switch seamlessly between comfort and sport modes. The ride quality, especially in comfort mode, is surprisingly refined for such a tall and heavy SUV. Despite its luxury appeal, the G-Wagon remains a genuine off-roader. With 3 locking differentials, a low-range transfer case, and more than 9 inches of ground clearance, it can tackle terrain that would leave other luxury SUVs spinning their wheels. For 2026, there's also an optional off-road package that includes a front camera with a virtual underbody view, off-road driving modes, and real-time tire pressure and angle readouts. Of course, all of this comes at a price. The 2026 G550 starts at around $144,000, while the AMG G63 begins closer to $190,000, and that's before options. Load one up with all the premium packages, and you're looking at a sticker price north of $225,000. It's undoubtedly a premium buy, but what you get in return is a vehicle that offers capability, luxury, presence, and exclusivity, all wrapped into one iconic package. For those considering the 2026 G-Wagon, the decision comes down to your priorities. If you want an SUV that makes a statement while still being practical for daily driving, the G550 is a fantastic choice. It offers more than enough power, all the luxury features you could want, and that unbeatable G-Class presence. If you're chasing high performance and don't mind the extra cost, the AMG G63 is a beast in every sense, both on and off the road. That said, if you never plan to use its off-road capabilities or value tech above heritage, you might also want to cross-shop other high-end SUVs like the Range Rover Autobiography or the BMW XM, both of which offer smoother ride quality and more futuristic interiors. Still, none of them match the G-Wagon's charisma. So, what's the final word? The 2026 Mercedes G-Wagon remains a symbol of status, but it's more than just a fashion statement. With serious power, a luxurious cabin, and genuine off-road chops, it's the rare vehicle that can do it all, and look good doing it. It's not perfect, and it's certainly not cheap, but for the right buyer, it's one of the most desirable SUVs on the market today. Thanks for tuning in to this in-depth look at the 2026 G-Wagon. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments, would you choose the G550 or the AMG G63, and why? Don't forget to subscribe for more detailed car reviews, and as always, drive safe and stay curious. See you in the next one.